on everybody? So today is going to be well, tonight rather. It's going to be another time where I review video footage. I actually play it here with you and talk about it. And this particular video caught my attention was from Cam Newton's podcast entitled Funky Friday. He had Cash Doll on there, and she was talking about some things I felt I could definitely relate to. A lot of women can relate to postpartum, just relationships in general. I have the Black Love group chat on the Racqi Road TV, YouTube. You could be watching me from RRP Media YouTube channel or Porch Talk YouTube channel. That's the ad handle. The name was RRP Media, but the handle, how you find it, Porch Talk, or you could be watching me from Racqi Road TV YouTube or Twitter, or you could be watching me on the Rewind. But hey, thanks for being here anyhow. Yes, so I want to review that. There's some very good points and stuff that I can really elaborate on. People like to know these reaction videos. People enjoy them, and I enjoy them too. Here, so I guess right after this, we will get into it. All right, all right. So let's get into the video.
Dad's birthday is November the 4th. He died on my first birthday, right? So 50 Cent called me that day, like, yeah, I had to call you myself and let you know you got the role. Shut the fuck up, 50. I never met 50 before this. Shut the fuck up, 50. You know I'm about to fuck it up, right? So like when I just made Back on Dexter, I got the urge to get back in this one bag of like talking.
Yeah.
All smoke. So I make music for me and women like me.
Right.
And people that understand me.
I feel like relationships in the media is like dog years.
So we damn near been together for 21 years.
Is that a lot too?
And dog years.
Oh.
Crazy. Even you the one who just said that.
You play too much.
Appreciate you for tuning in this episode of Funky Friday. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this. And if you're feeling really funky, leave a comment. Enjoy the show.
Yo, what's good? What's popping? What it is, what it ain't, what it could be, what it should be, what it would be. Here with another episode of Funky Friday. Cam Newton to some, Mr. Boogie to all. And I'm here to give good content for the masses, but promise to always keep it funky for your asses. Today, we're in for a treat because we have a musical artist, an actress, and a new mom on the show today. Cash Doll!
What up, though? What up, though?
What's good with it?
What's
How you
happening?
thugging?
I'm good. I'm living.
Straight?
Yeah.
I got a list of questions that I'm gonna, riddle off. You feel me? But
Is it crazy?
it ain't. It ain't. It's my job to bring out a different Cash Doll that most people ain't never seen or even witnessed. You dig what I'm saying? It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be therapeutic.
Okay, now.
You know what I'm
Y'all got some more of this?
A lot of it.
Okay.
You want the bottom? We can switch
We
it up.
in for a treat.
My first question is this. All right, like for you, Black Queen, right? You've been in the industry for a minute and you've seen the dynamic of social media, and really a person of your status, the foundation of youth is key, right? Right? You've been open about how old you are. Not most women are, right? Like, how has that been like a cornerstone of your growth?
I've never been how open I am about my age. It's still a question. I love it there.
Are we going to tell people?
You know why I'm making a thing?
But
let me tell you why I'm making a thing. They started it with me, Cam.
Okay.
I was minding my own business that God gave me.
It always happened like
and here they come talking about something. This and that, she old, this and that. So when they start saying I was old, I said, well, I'm gonna let y'all figure it out. So I never told them. And because it's not their business. Because first of all, if y'all would have minded y'all business, I would have just told y'all. But second of all, y'all want to put an age on me. Now I'm gonna let y'all wonder. And I think it's a joke.
That finger gonna get you in trouble. I ain't did nothing to you. I don't appreciate those threats. Anytime, like I'm gonna put y'all on something. Culturally, if a black woman start pointing her finger at you,
it's on the floor.
It's on everything. I don't respect that. I don't not respect. I don't appreciate that because like that right there, when she come and then she get nose to nose, then she sit up and then like,
you lean in too. The lean in.
It's all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But even to that, you know, it's like you've been who you are, right? And just the narrative of that. Is it important? Is it not important? Do you find humor in it? Is it something that you want to protect? Why?
I find humor in it. It's not like, it's not really a secret.
Right.
It was just not their business when they like tried to offend me with it. So now it's like, okay, y'all can have that. Now I'll never expose it because I always play on every birthday and say I'm 21. But that's what everybody does. And now they're like, she's a liar. She's saying she's 21. It was like, duh.
Yeah.
So now it just, I find humor in it because now they like run over all social media, looking on my mom Facebook and just trying to, it's an investigation. And I just want to see, may the best player win.
Say less. Has anybody ever got it right?
Yeah, they have.
Okay.
And I told them they got it right, but they didn't even want to believe that.
Say less. Now, I'm from, obviously, Atlanta, Georgia, the strip club mecca of the world. And I can't tell you how many times I done went into a strip club and I done seen numerous like times their age never changes. It's like, yeah, what's going on? How old you is? Oh, I'm 27.
That's a good age, 27, 28.
27, like the 31, you kind of pushing it. It's like, why are you still in here? We need to control all delete and get out of here. But women like to do that stuff though, you know?
So I wanted to stop it right here for a second. So I knew when he said something, he brought up the strip club, that he was going to ask her about her being at the strip club. You know, KASH Doll is from Detroit. And so I knew she had been in the strip club. I didn't know the whole story, but she about to get into that. But I totally agree. And I've never stripped. I know people who've done, like when we were younger, they did amateur night and stuff like that. And they thought that would be fun. You know, people had these, as kids, you had this idealistic thought, and people just be bored and don't have enough shit to do. But yeah. I can't speak from it personally. I've never stripped, but I would think that at a certain point, dog, you too old for that shit. Like it's time to hang it up, get your money. If you're gonna do that, you need to get in there, get your money before you end up tricking on drugs and all this stuff. Because now you start resenting the fact that you're there. I don't know, but that's just me. Anyhow, let's continue.
Yeah. But you know what? I think that's a stepping stone, though. After a certain age, I don't think you should be in there.
Would you say, and I always would say this, a woman stripping or dancing, exotic dancing, is the equivalent for a man selling drugs?
It is. It's just that you're not gonna go to jail for doing it. Right?
But you know, it's fast money.
It's fast money. But that's, I see in that task, yes, it is. It's like it's fast money. You use it for what it is and you get out of it. You know what I'm saying? And I did it for a year. I did it.
Okay.
Back in 2012, 13, right before I start rapping. That's what I did for a year. I'm like, and that's what gave me the confidence that I have. You know? And I just got in and I just knew this wasn't what I wanted to do for real. But I wanted, like I had friends older than me and they was making this crazy money. They got apartments. I still stay with my mom. They have apartments and little cute dogs and Jeep trucks and I don't have.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, they got guys sending them flowers and I'm like, I want to live like that.
Want that.
Yeah.
Turn up.
So You know, I'm like, that's what I'm gonna do. Even though before that, I had all type of jobs. You know, I worked at Best Buy, Better Made Chip Factory.
You was a geek?
I was, in the TV section. Oh, I tell you everything about a 1080p. So, I go there with you with the TVs.
5K, 4K, all that.
Yeah. So I used to have hella jobs. And it was like, man, making $700 every 2 weeks to make $700 a day. You know, I'm like, man, if I keep doing this,
$700 off one song.
What? Oh, now and then no, that was just dancing. I'm talking about now it's different. $700 is like.
So I'm gonna pause it right here, right? Now, $700 a week. From $700 a week to $700 a day. I could see why somebody might want to come about them clothes on that pole. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that kind of money probably made her feel whole. I get it. I do. I've never done it, though. I've never done it. I don't know nobody in my family who did it. I'm not saying they didn't. I'm just saying that's not nothing that I ever considered doing. And somebody asked me, yeah, why don't you come to amateur night? No, I ain't about to do all that. It would have been just my luck. I would have busted my ass anyway. I'm not about to do all of that. And plus, you know, I was a young mother too. So by the time I actually got freedom, I was sitting back down somewhere. So anyway, let's continue.
Kind of like, that's where I took.
That's candy money.
Yeah, like, but I'm grateful for the come up for sure. But dancing really like groomed me for rapping.
Yeah.
It's if you understand what I'm saying, like as far as the confidence, as far as like this is who I am and just accept it. Like, and you know, with girl rap, we got to be sexy. And it's like it gave me that. Like that vibe.
That provocative.
That it gave me that, you know, and I needed that year. It was like I just feel like God just knew what he was doing with me, man.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that women should be doing it after a certain time.
But they do. I don't knock it. You feel me? I think
probably as long as you still look good.
Yeah, the man that I am now, I love a seasoned woman.
Yeah.
And I'm mature enough now to be able to have woman companions respecting obviously my situation. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't communicate with a young-minded person. It's whether you a male or a female. And if you still thinking about, you know, how is this relationship, situation gonna benefit me? What you gonna buy me? This, that, and the third. How much I can get out of him? Like, baby, I'm not for you.
You're not getting nothing just off of trying to get something. That's your first conversation.
Take me here though. Like you've been with Tracy for a minute.
Yeah, a few years.
You know what I'm saying? Like a minute. Like I feel like relationships in the media is like dog years.
Facts, because it's so easy to break them.
Oh my goodness.
It's so easy to break them. So we damn near been together for 21 years.
Hello, Queen. Are you wanting to leave your corporate job, but worried about losing your income?
Is that a lot too?
And dog years.
Oh.
Crazy. You almost believe it. You the one who just said that.
You play too much. So you gotta stop with
You're the one who just said
that.
But
you be saying you be lying. You know that Detroit is just like coming out of you. You know what I mean? Finessing.
You the one who just said being in a relationship.
It is.
And the media is like.
But how are you guys able to still, like you was on was it Love and Hip Hop?
No.
Was it that?
BMF.
Was you on any reality TV?
I can't do that. Am I?
Well, why?
I'm in jail.
Why?
They be fighting and throwing drinks. I ain't with none of that.
But it's for the consumer.
I just can't. They asked me a few times, Love and Hip Hop, a few times. I can't. I just can't.
How are you and Tracy able to keep y'all like core like?
Okay, let me stop it right there. That Love and Hip Hop. So I gotta take my hat off to KASH Doll for real, because Love and Hip Hop is very ridiculous. And one thing I've noticed when I used to watch it, at this point, it's just no point. It's too ridiculous for me to even consume. I noticed the antics would just have to outdo one another every season, to the point I really started believing these people are making up storylines, like including people. I don't know if they were paying them a little bit to get a bigger check or what was going on. And so she she ain't trying to play like that. She's not trying to play like that to get her money. Some people are willing to do it. Some people aren't. And I get it, girl. I get it. I remember a time when I was younger, I used to want to be on reality TV, but nah, because see, somebody been and took you out of your character, or you know what I'm saying? Why even put yourself in that situation where you clowning and acting a fool? No, we good over here.
How y'all able to stay strong?
It's real.
Help me.
Man, y'all good. Y'all
Help
good. Y'all both crazy.
Like, but in reality, when you dating somebody in public, a public figure, two public figures dating, it's tough because everybody feel like you're supposed to always be on that time. Like, we travel together, we do a lot of stuff together, and she's really a part of my family now. So when we're out, it's like, if I'm with the kids, like, obviously her and Zatima, and she's a person that's in the media, they want to take pictures with her. Obviously, they'll try to take pictures with me, but I got a line in the sand for me. If I'm with my kids, I'm not him. I'm daddy.
I'm a dad right now. I ain't really doing that right now.
But for you and obviously Tracy, like, what's y'all things that keep y'all above water? You know what I'm saying?
I think the thing,
like, what keep y'all, keep it interesting?
Spicy.
Yeah. No, I don't like spicy either, because spicy is just like that word where it's like, no, like,
keep us vibing.
Vibing.
I think it's just that it's real, first off.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we both, not outside of love, we like each other. We still like each other. Like, we still get googly eyes, and like, it's like we still got this little cute thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he still be excited to take me on dates. I be excited to get dressed for it. And like, I think those things keep it going. And I don't know, it just happens.
Right.
It just works.
Two musical artists. Have y'all ever thought about collabing on certain things?
Yeah, we got songs that I tried to get my project out first after I had my child.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like back on Dexter, it was back my roots. I did a whole Detroit mixtape.
Right.
So I can get back in my groove. And then I'm working on my album. And then we got stuff that we gonna put together on there.
Does he help you in this realm, or do you help him? How does that dynamic work?
We help each other by like not making the music. Like, so we haven't really did that. He'll tell me some inputs, because Tracy been doing it longer than me.
Right.
So he tell me some stuff like, you should have probably said this, or more than that, or you should probably, you know what I'm saying, be a little more aggressive on there or something like that. But like, as far as music, I say I don't like that song, or I like this song. I like when you rap like this. I can hear you like this. I don't like when you talk that fast. And then he'll be like, well, I don't like when you say this and whatever. So that helps, but we don't write each other's stuff, you know? But we help each other other ways in music. Like we motivate each other, give each other ideas from videos. I style them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have fun. I'll go to the mall and pick out him a whole thing, buy it, bring it back. Like, this is what you should wear in this video.
Yeah.
And then he'll go and he'll bring back something from the mall. Like, you should put this on with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we like motivate each other and shit.
Like
it's fun.
It is.
It's fun. I think that, and the fact that we both like genuinely just like each other.
Yeah.
I always say it's better than love, because love, you can love somebody and not like them.
That is so true, though. You gotta like a person, because see, love is fleeting. And love, when I say love, I'm talking about the emotion, that the butterflies, the fluttery stuff, the high. You're going to get some lows. And if you don't like the person, y'all not going to survive. You have to like the person. You can't be in like with the person you want them to be. You have to like them. And that's so important. She said a mouthful right there, a whole mouthful.
But because I love my mom, but sometimes I don't like her. Ma. But
Her mama ain't here, y'all.
She ain't here, Ma.
Detroit
see
people, they
this.
cry.
But you know.
Okay.
But when you just like somebody, you like them.
It's still there.
It's
I
still
hear
there.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing.
So y'all recently just had a son.
Yeah.
How does that transition into like motherhood? Like, what's something that you didn't know and something that like you've found out over, you know, with this whole process?
With having a baby?
Yes.
First off, you gotta fight for your badness back. Cause baby,
postpartum.
You can fall into that and lose yourself. Like you can really, especially when, you know, people have babies and you and a mate not, you know, I could see how you can go deep into depression with that. I didn't want to do my nails. I didn't want to do my hair. My hair was matted. I looked like crap. I used to wear pajamas all day. I was like, whatever. It's all about my baby.
But what snapped you out of it though?
I just gotta be a man.
Say less.
That's right. I came on the internet to talk to you about my brasiers. When the first one came in the mail, I had just gotten back.
I just can't not be that. Like it's something in me that I was like, okay, get out of it. You know what I'm saying? You got this beautiful son, you know, your man here, you got to get back on your grind.
Is there something from because I went through it, you know.
What, postpartum?
No, seeing it, witnessing it. No, we ain't that. But there's times where, like, as a man, how can you help your partner, you know, from a woman, right? What are some things that Tracy did, or let's say your guy friends or associates, like who was it that got you back in that groove? Because that's a real thing. I seen, what was it? Keke Palmer. She had just said, like, the reason why you see a lot of women that's in the industry snap back, because first off, that's their job.
That's a job.
They're like,
and then you get people that try to make you, no, enjoy pregnancies. Don't try to hurry up and run. No, I have to film BMF in February. I had my son January the 6th. I have to be on camera to add 10 more pounds on you. Then I have to wait to be able to get in the gym. And you got to wait 6 weeks to be able to get in the gym. So I basically got in the gym a week before I start filming. Oh, I got to figure this out.
You figured it out.
I figured it out. But I'm a little chunky in season 2, but you know what? I just had my baby. I'm not about to let this opportunity go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got back to work. And I think that it's a mental thing, and mental health is real.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I think I've always been like a mental strong person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm strong in the mind. And I also had good support system around me, like my mom, you know, Tracy, you know, like my assistant, my sisters, my friend, my best friend, you know, because she's been through it before. My best friend, that's my dog right there. And just talking to them and people that really genuinely love me and just giving me that motivation, like, no, you're gonna always be that. Don't let that, don't feed into that, like staying off social media, comparison, my body from when it used to be. Just embracing where you at in life is important, because I feel like people just be so busy trying to get to something else that they don't embrace where they're at. Like, and I had to embrace that. I have a home. I have a beautiful son. You know, I got it out the way.
Right.
Be happy.
You done?
You ain't pregnant no more. I don't want to be. I want one more, but another whole, that's a sentence.
Man, having a baby is no joke, and postpartum is real. I didn't think I went through postpartum, but according to my husband and according to my sister-in-law, I did. I do know that it was hard trying to work, and I had 2 babies that were back to back. And what I mean by that is my son's birthday is today. Happy birthday to Byron Jr. He turned 13 today. And his sister will be turning 12 next month on the 22nd. So I had 2 little ones back to back, and I was working midnights, and I couldn't get off that couch because I'm nursing both of them. And it was just so damn stressful. We ended up moving people because, like she said, you need a village, you need a support system. And I didn't really have that in my family, nor did my husband have that. So we ended up moving people in the house. And it was one day I remember that I was just like kind of broke down on the side of the bed, was, you know, saying how it was in my life. So it's real. You know, your body just goes through so much. It really does. It's so much pressure that we have being mothers. And I think that's what is scaring some women today. I mean, if we had more of a community hook up to where you have people stepping in, helping you cook and helping you clean and helping you take care. Like if we had a whole village help raising the kids and teaching the kids and molding the kids, because it's impossible for one parent to give the child everything. It's impossible for the mother to be everything. It's impossible for the father to be everything. But together we all could offer our children something. So that would just be a better hookup. But that's not how it is today. We have gotten into this culture where we're kind of isolated amongst one another, and then COVID further isolated us. So having a baby and it being just the responsibility of the household without community help is complicated. And postpartum really is a real thing. So I definitely understood that. And this was one of the reasons why I really wanted to do a review and commentary on this video, because some of she's just talking about shit that's just so real. You know what I mean? Like, this is a real conversation. It's not a bunch of industry BS, so they're not talking about industry beef or nothing, no nonsense. Like, she's really talking about what's going on with her and the things she's been through. So I think that is dope as hell. So anyway, let's continue.
I did a bid.
Bid. But that's the thing where I need you to help me at, because you know, a lot of dudes, because I didn't know, you know, that's a real thing, like postpartum depression. And I'm a very vocal person in a relationship. Like,
Okay.
you bad as a mother. Look at that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm that type of person. But even to the strongest mind, doubt creeps in.
Of course.
You know,
I would never lie.
And then going back and saying like, damn, I used to be like this. But as a man, what's a cheat code to be able to say, like, what's some do's and don'ts going through a situation of postpartum that any dude can be like, this is how you're supposed to be with your woman?
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not with physical product.
I feel like the dudes is helping, not acting like it's all the woman's job.
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to pause it right there. I'm sorry. We're about to get right back to it. But I just want to say, I know it is very fucking ghetto that we have to do them countdowns with the ads, but I don't pay for YouTube. I ain't stunting giving YouTube no $100 a year, whatever the hell it is. So please be patient with me. You know, it's only 5-second count, honey. We are not going to die and wither away. But I just wanted to say that. So yes, I acknowledge the fact that it's ghetto, but unless people start paying me to pay for it, it's gonna stay the way it is. But we're gonna have some good commentary and a good show. Let's keep it moving.
You know, like getting up with the baby, getting up in the middle of the night, fixing a bottle, changing diapers, like taking turns, like letting me know you in this with me. You know what I'm saying? Still compliment me, still making me feel special. Like that Valentine's Day after I had my baby, he went out. He went all out. That made me feel good, because I'm like, well, maybe he don't probably like me no more. I'm all chunky, and my face and broke out, my neck, I got bumps, I had a big old mole, and I just was going through this thing. Like my body was trying to bounce back, and I just didn't feel pretty. And you know, just sending flowers and just the random, you look good, don't trip, you'll be back. Like those are the type of things that matter. And staying home, because a lot of dudes will get out. They want to go. They don't want to do all the work. They don't want to help and all that stuff. Like, stay home and act like you want to be there. Like, don't act like I don't matter no more. Like, or she don't matter no more. Like, be in tune with your woman and support them through that. Because, you know, we just carry the whole we risk our life, first of all. Everything inside of us moves around. Your organs is getting pushed. This baby is sitting on my bladder. My bladder is not the same to this day.
To this day!
To this day, my bladder, I would get up and run right now. I gotta use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's some real shit, okay? Your body do go through so much having these kids, man. It do. And then she's talking about the man not leaving, you know, still complimenting your woman. That helps. But the man don't be... the man's not just leaving just because he want to go hang out with his boys and all that stuff. That's one side of it. But how about you are at home and we live in America and shit is high as hell. So he got to be working. So he's out there working, doing what he's doing as a man to provide and all of that stuff. But you at home with these kids, and he's got to do his part. And for him to do his part, he ain't necessarily helping as much because he's out doing his part. So you still left with these kids. So whether he in the streets with his friends or he's making money, you still got to be there with them kids, and it could be rough. It really can. The baby, some people love the baby stage. I'm gonna tell you something. The baby stage about nightmare the shit out of me. They cute, but all that hollering and that constantly their asses are constantly exploding, especially when you're breastfeeding them child. It's some shit, okay? All right, listen. You about to snap. I was working at the hospital and I would be falling asleep giving a report, honey. I was wore the hell out. I don't know. So listen, that's part of why I'm doing this stuff. And shout out to Cam Newton and that scenery. His background is amazing. So shout out to him about that. But anyway, we're going to get back to the show.
Like, so I just feel like just appreciating
Number
her.
one and number two.
Don't start with me.
I'm
not going there with you because it's not their business. Because why do you feel like you want to know when your woman goes to the bathroom is you about to do a number one or number two?
Man, listen. First off, with me and mine, she already know it ain't no privacy, baby. Look.
And she's so silly. She probably tell you what she about to go do.
That's cool, and I'm in there with her. We in there together. Like that's our thing. I know this is TMI, but bro, like that's my dog. Like her. We got this saying where like we two retired thoughts that came together. We see both of our jerseys in the rafters.
Oh, that's how y'all get along.
Hers got more dust on it than me, but you feel me? Like mine recently just went up there. You feel me? Bro?
Okay. So
like,
y'all jerseys up there. Y'all hung it up.
We had our day now.
Okay.
I like talking. You feel me? Like we in tune.
Okay,
like,
that's good.
But I'm like so in tune that like it's nothing that we can't talk about. I think that's what's most important because Mike Epps got a saying where it's like he's like, man, that don't act like that. You know what I'm saying?
You
like
ain't around.
Yeah, when you like, but that's my partner. So she go out with me. You know what I'm saying? She know my type. I know her type. Not like that, but it's like, oh, that used to be a bug back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But that's just our banter between each other.
So that's y'all glue.
That's it, bruh. It's no hiding nothing.
Yeah.
I don't go through phones. I don't do that. But the thing for me is I know my partner so much that I have to know triggers that she ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I say something and then she
the way she responds.
Yeah.
And that's all you need to know. Yeah. Because you don't even have to go through a phone when you know that.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna go through the phone after that change. Oh, you moving weird. Oh, you ain't respond like you supposed to. I just said a joke and you said, huh? Oh, that wasn't funny today.
See, that's black woman.
Who the funny today? Who funny?
You giggling at somebody.
Somebody making you laugh. The detective.
She leaning up, y'all.
The detective. I'm coming out. Hello?
Goodbye.
Oh, you want to play with me? Bet. Now.
So I'm not going through no phone either. I'm like Cam Newton. I'm not about to do all that. I just don't see it to be necessary. One thing about it is the opportunities will present itself, but I'm not doing all of that. And I suggest that women need to stop doing that because my thing is, it's just like Tamar's mother told her. And I agree with that. Unless you're prepared to do something about it, let that man cheat in peace. Because y'all be tripping sometimes. Either you're going to allow the cheating or you're not. But all of this going through the phone to complain to stay with him is crazy. I'm not doing it. We're all grown. We should be governing ourselves accordingly. And honey, if you cannot do that, then I will deal with it when the time comes. But what I'm not going to do, I'm not tracking you down. I'm not putting no GPS on your ass. I'm not following you. I'm not checking no phones. I'm not doing none of that. And I've been married since 2009 of February. And I'm telling you, didn't do it, haven't done it, and ain't gonna do it. That's just what I'm saying. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Now, I'm about to figure out who it is.
But it ain't, it may be a little day. You feel me?
It could be a day. You know, I ain't really had too many issues with them. Not too many.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning, you know, we had them little. All right, now I figured it out.
Okay, now let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this.
What? I ain't the one.
So help me understand. Being obviously in this industry, you don't have to look far to find temptation.
You don't. It's right on your timeline.
You know what I'm saying?
It's right on your Explore page and your DM.
Right. With dating a public figure, right? It's really a two-part question. How long are you giving your partner time to flush out, let's say, bad habits? You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I love talking to people and they always hit me with, oh, I want this, I want loyalty, I want monogamous, I want this, that, and the third. But you don't get that day one.
No, you don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how long is a respectable time to be able to go through that whole process and win in, especially in your industry?
You know what? I'm gonna be 100% honest. I think it's just when you tired. I think when I got tired, when I get tired, it's just, I don't want to do it no more. So, because I can't put a time on it because everybody's different. Everybody's tolerance is different,
Right.
you know, as women. You know, some people's not in the position that I'm in. Some people are in a higher position than I'm in. So they look at it different. Like, you got 3 months to get it together. Me, I'm just like, until I feel like now you playing with me, then I'm done.
Another cultural advice for people who don't know, anytime a Black woman hit that neck, like, and she side eye and her eyes go from right here to like right there, and she like for real, that don't with that species. Like, you may want to go find something to do.
Yeah, go find somebody else to play with.
I swear to
because it ain't
beans.
me.
So listen, let's go into this game.
Okay.
And we know you get your acting on, and you know, we see how good you is with this, right?
Oh my God, please don't, because I'm not good at names.
But no, it ain't. It's games.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? No, you like
I'm
playing
gonna
games.
lose.
You know,
Okay.
but it's cooperative. So we're gonna tell a story. We got 2 minutes to tell a story, right? It's an add-on. So the name of the game is You Ain't Gonna Believe This. So I'm gonna start it, but then you're gonna add on to it, and then I'm gonna add on to it, and then
I'm gonna add on.
we just gonna keep like. Boom.
Okay.
So check this out, man. You ain't gonna believe this. So tell me why, man. We went out last night and.
Why are women in Detroit choosing APP EX, the new tummy tuck alternative?
I got this. Tabitha gets on top of the booth after she drunk my rosé, sits down, and why the fuck she got blood all on the inside of her pants?
Listen, Tabitha tripping, y'all. No, listen, Cash. Look, when she get up, like, it's blood everywhere, and she done turned this one, and she drinking all the drink, like.
So then the waitress come, and I looked at her like, "Is you gone? Because you keep drinking everything." You feel me?
But now I'm tripping because we got two issues. We got a whale because she drinking up all the water and all the, you know what I'm saying, the holy water. But then on the seat, it's another issue. So I'm like, yo, which one we gonna attack first?
So basically, I'm not about to be here in this ghetto because it's people in here and they see me over here with her. It's blood on the seat. I'm about to go.
But it's my section, but I had to walk through it. Like, you know, I'm with Cash and, you know what I'm saying, we got a little walk through coin you did, so I can't leave. So I'm like stuck in the middle of between a rock and a stank place.
But I got my back in, so I was good. So I'm like, at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, and throughout that, I'm out this.
So, but Tabitha, being Tabitha, she gonna be extra. Like, you know, nah, that ain't me. She was drunk when we came into the club, and now
she too, and it's embarrassing. It's not even cute at this point. But you know what? It's kind of funny. So I'm gonna put my phone on the recorder because I'm about to put her on Instagram.
Then look, so we tripping because like, yo, Tab, like, get yourself together, girl. And then boom, I got a little quick performance, you know, so I'm on stage, you feel me? And then
I'm about to go up here and I'm bringing her up here because shit, you want to put on the show? I'm about to let you put on the show for me, back in free.
So tell me why we on the stage and then down her dress, we start seeing the red stuff.
And I'm like, nah, this is embarrassing. You might need to go ahead and get up out of here because this is not a good look.
How do we tell Tabitha to get out of here?
I'm like, you know what, Tab? You know I love you, right? You too Up, it's blood coming down your leg.
It's blood on the leaves. Now, if that happened right there, Tabitha, you need your whoop.
Why her name Tabitha?
That's that Detroit. There's some Tabithas in Detroit. I know that for sure. But even then, look, you being from Detroit, did that have any type of more passion towards your affiliation with the BMF?
Yeah, it was. Because when I first heard that they were about to do a BMF story, I'm like, I need to do this. I need to be a part of this because I heard about it all the time. You know, of course, I was young when BMF was a thing, but I'm like, man, I want to be in it somehow, some way.
Right.
I need to be one of them chicks from Detroit.
Yeah.
That's what I said before they even did the casting.
Right. So you seen it happen. You seen the Tyrese. You seen Ludacris. Like musical artists who really, you know, are able to evolve into something, I wouldn't say bigger, but, you know, take their talents on a different type of wavelength, right?
Yeah.
You've been able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How did that opportunity even come about?
Crazy, right? I was in LA and my management called me and said, you know, BMF, they doing the casting for, you know, the season. They about to do it like a whole season or whatever. And I'm like, oh, it's here. I'm like, bet, what I gotta do? They're like, you gotta send in the tape. So I'm like, all right, I've never done this before. This is when it's COVID, right? So you can't go in and audition. Now you have to audition in front of a camera.
Everything's virtual.
Everything was virtual at the time. So I'm like, bet. So, all right, this is weird. Because now I'm just talking to a camera and nobody's in here. But I'm about to figure it out because I want it. So I do it. I send in a tape for Kato. Remember Kato that was dating B. Mickey at first? I sent in the tape for her.
Okay.
And they sent it back and said, nah, they want you to do this one. They're like, we like you, but I think this one is better.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. So I'm reading Monique. I read it and I'm like, I like Monique.
Yeah.
Monique a little player now. This a little me. I ain't gonna lie.
You got some connectivity.
Yeah, I said, Monique is something else. And she was a boss. She was a paralegal because our story didn't really get exposed like that during the show. But she was a paralegal. She had a child and she was dating Meech and Lamar, which is rivals. And they both was in love with her. So I'm like, I love it here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me try Monique. So I sent in a tape for Monique and 50 Cent called me on my phone on my dad's birthday. So my dad's birthday is November the 4th. He died on my first birthday, right? So on his birthday, I'd be a little, So 50 called me on that day. He don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So 50 Cent called me that day like, yeah, I had to call you myself and let you know you got the role. And I'm just excited. I'm on the phone. I cried. First I cried. And then I said, shut the f up, 50. I never met 50 before this. So I'm just talking to him like we best friends.
Right.
Shut the f up, 50. You know I'm about to f it up, right? He laughing like, yeah, you better f it up because I believe in you. You know.
Dog, if 50 would have called me, I probably would have been acting just like her. Like, I've been knew him. But can you imagine that 50 Cent called her directly to offer her the role? That was dope. That was dope. Let's continue.
I'm saying like because he was a rapper that turned
Correct.
to it, you know. So I was just excited and it was like, man, I felt like that was like a start of something great.
So with you tapping into that character, did you have to go and find out really about her?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I did.
Did you like what was the process about, like the process in finding more about
her?
Than the surface?
I met her daughter. You know, her daughter, which is Zoe.
Okay.
I met her and we've been talking about it. And she just told me about her mom and just was telling me the real story and everything. And I'm like, okay, cool. She like, I'm glad they picked you because it's perfect. You know, so I'm like, all right, bet. So I went I dug deep. They sent me pictures of her. They were just telling me the things that she'll tell them and all this stuff. And I'm like, all right, this dope because she really died in real life.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I ended up dying in the second season because she really passed before he went to Atlanta. And so I knew I was gonna pass.
Right.
And well, Monique. And so I just got dig in deep and read the whole script and just try to figure out her attitude. And she was from Detroit, so it wasn't too hard. You know what I'm saying? And I I just got in it.
But how much of acting, and I know, but you don't know because every project is different.
Mhm.
You know, I haven't acted before, but you hear people say like the director wanted everything to be what was on the paper. You know what I'm saying? With working with, 50 in that whole BMF project, was it by the book or you had to ad lib and bring out your own different?
If you're looking to start or grow a business as a coach, therapist, or course creator, listen up really quick. We will.
Well, since it was a period, and what that means is, since it was an 80s period, that's what they call like shows when they have to look identical to a time.
Okay.
That was hard. So I had to wear 80s wigs, honey. 80s makeup, 80s. I couldn't have my nails done for 4 months. I used to have to just wear nail polish, red nail polish. No makeup on screen. It was just like the outfits. I was like, okay, 80s now.
But did that
It make you feel
inspire
like
real life though?
It make you feel like the 80s, even though like I went around in the 80s, but it just make you feel like it make you get into the vibe. Like, yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. But as far as the script, they let you, like, since I was from Detroit, they'll let me say a little different Detroit slang. Like instead of some stuff. But I went around in the 80s, so I didn't know what they were really saying. So it'd be like, all right, well, just say what up though. Or, they'll say it a little crazy. But they were all right with me, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing. Yeah. Yeah.
So even to that, I'm hearing a self-taught person with music, as well as obviously, did you go to school for acting or any type of acting?
So what I did was, I went to California one time and I went to Tasha Smith.
Okay.
Acting class once.
Tasha, good people.
Yeah, that's like my big sis. I love her to death. So I went to her acting class once, and because I wanted to see like what it was like. This is when I was first trying to get into like the real world. So I wanted to see, and I learned a lot there. It was like an hour and 30 minutes, but I've never been back. I was moving around too much to be able to do that because rapping consumes a lot of your time. It's just limited. So I went there and I met her, and everybody always say we look alike. So so I was like, I can't wait to meet her.
It's not a bad thing.
No, she's beautiful. So I met her, man, we connected, and it was cool since then. It was crazy because the first episode she directed.
So what would you prefer? Both is not an answer. Musical?
Both is an answer.
Yeah,
both is definitely an answer.
But knowing the trajectory of your life, right? Will we focus on, let's say, both is an answer, but for the sake of the question.
Okay. You just want me to pick one?
You got to.
I have to?
Like, do you want to go on tour or the actor's role, actresses?
Oh my God. No, don't say tour. If you say I have to go do shows all over the place, then I'm picking acting. Because it's no stability there. It's stability
what
in
you mean?
Acting. Because like when you rapping and you put out music and this person want to book you, this person want to book you, this person want to book you, this person want to book you. I find myself in Houston, Friday, Saturday in New York, Sunday in California, Monday all the way in Miami, and then Tuesday back at home in Detroit. Tired, wear and tear on your body.
Yeah.
So that's the part that I don't like about rapping, right? And it's like the trendy. Oh, this trend right now, this person is popping, so everybody following this wave, and I don't follow waves. So I just make music as I feel, not what's out right now.
Say that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a hard part. You know what I'm saying? In the comparison. So that's what rapping, but I do have a great passion for rap.
I wonder, hear me out, because I'm from Detroit. I'm wondering if that's like a thing, like not following the trends, just doing what you gonna do. And I applaud her for that. I applaud her for being her own person and not just doing what everybody else is doing. And that though will show you, right? Cash Doll is known, but she's not like how these other rappers you see constantly on social media or to the forefront and stuff like that. We're not like constantly flooded with her presence, and I think that's because she does her own thing and she doesn't roll with the crowd. She's not part of the sheep. She's her own leader. So that's what's up. I applaud her for that because you know what? Money be talking to people and they will throw away their whole identity to get more money. So that's what's up that she put that out there. And I appreciate her for that. She repping Detroit. Okay. We'll get back to it.
Rapping. You know what
Where
I'm
did
saying?
this come from though?
Just since I was a kid, man. I used to be rapping and in school. I used to just be on the beat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know how to dance. I just do stuff. I'm just one of them people that like entertainment, you know, so I'm really an entertainer.
So this is what I don't know.
Oh no. Oh no.
Getting out of the shell of the creativity to like, how do you create music? You know what I'm saying? Like where do you go? Is it life experiences? Is it aspirations? Is it like, you know?
It depends on where I'm at. So like when I just made Back on Dexter, right? That was a tape I made right after I had my child. Well, that's the first project I put together. It wasn't right after, it was like 6 months after. I started it. And I got the urge to get back in this one bag of like talking.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to remind who I am.
Okay.
And that's the bag I hopped in. And it was just all smoke. And I was talking, and I like motivational music because that's why I used to love listening to Jeezy and you know what I'm saying? Like I like music that made me want to get some money.
Yeah.
So I make music for me and women like me.
Right.
And people that understand me. You know what I'm saying? So I just got back in that bag of talking about getting money and, you know what I'm saying, stunting and yeah, like that.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this.
Cause that's my roots.
True story. I'm in Atlanta, and at the time, you know, having a Lamborghini Urus was like, it was the car. Like I had a Urus when you had to buy the Urus, not lease a Urus.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I seen a chick pull up alongside of me in the same car. At that point, I then knew I cannot drive this car no longer.
No more.
And it wasn't that I felt a certain type of way. I felt like, damn, what the hell did she do?
What'd she do?
You know what I'm saying? And for a woman to make that type of money like that, it didn't matter. Like it was empowering to me. So like I drive old schools now, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's what Tracy does.
That's just
he
like
love old schools. He got like 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, he love old schools.
But when I seen old girl pull up on me like I said, huh?
Oh yeah, women
Man, I
out
got
here.
concussions, I got ankle messed up, knee cracking still, back sore. What the hell did she do?
Probably selling hair.
Now, what's funny about that, real quick, before we get back, what's funny about that is I don't know if you could rent stuff like that back then. I don't know if that's a new phenomenon, but he automatically assumed that was her vehicle. What if that wasn't her shit? What if that was some dude stuff? You know, whatever. But I get what he's saying. I definitely get what he's saying. I'm not going to dismiss his point. I'm just saying she might not have been able to afford it because it might not have been hers, but then it could have been. So, yeah, let's get back to it.
Probably rapping. Probably, you know, these girls out here nowadays, I respect the ones that's really making their own money. I don't respect the ones that use their private part to make it.
Okay. But the music
That ain't what I talk about.
That women make in the genre of rap, it's a lot of provocative. Boom.
It's a way to do it, man.
Okay, tell me how to do it. Well, don't tell me how to do it. Just
that ain't the type of music I make. I want to motivate you to get your own money. Because ain't nothing like your own. Because once, and I've been through this before where I was in a relationship though, I didn't to get it, and somebody buy you something and they want it back. That don't make sense.
Right.
Make your own money. You want to have your own money when it's all said and done.
Right.
Even if you have a real relationship and your man take care of you, that's a beautiful thing. I love that. Now, I respect that. But when you multiple dudes to try to catch up with the next, it's like you missing out on the time you spending doing that on really building your own.
Yeah.
So that's what I be saying by that. And that's what I talk about. I talk about getting some money. I don't think that's probably why my music not where it should be, because I'm not telling you to go for a bag. I'm telling you, go make your own money.
Please.
Please.
It's a lot of money out here.
It's a lot of money out here, and to be sitting around waiting on a dude to treat you any kind of way, because when they do for you, they treat you any kind of way. When you don't have nothing going for yourself, now if you're a valuable woman to have something going for yourself, you don't mind it. It's a you know, it's honoring, like, you know?
Yeah.
I just think that these days, everybody is trying to keep up with what they see on social media. So they doing whatever they got to do to get the things that the people that work hard for have.
Right.
Like, say, for instance, that Lamborghini. Now, what if you found out she got it by 7 different?
It's going to throw her pH off.
So, yeah, that's what I was just saying earlier. Like, people do whatever to have this clout, and it's crazy. And I really appreciate this conversation that she's having, because it's so real. And she's really just giving a real spiel. Like, I remember growing up, my dad told me, like, you have to have your own. You've got to have your own. You don't never want to be at the mercy of another person. And yes, you should trust your partner and this, that, and the third, but it's still good to have your own. Like she said, it's beautiful if your partner is taking care of you, and it's an honor if you really got something going on for yourself, or you know, you're a certain type of caliber of a woman. But yeah, you got to have your own. But I like how she is pushing that instead of going around chasing, getting other people's stuff, build something for yourself. So that's important, because it's like, how many times do we hear rappers, especially female rappers, talk in this manner? It's usually a bunch of foolishness or a bunch of shock value or whatever. But I appreciate this conversation. So let's get back to it.
But
and it's like, damn, I'm out here really going hard.
Yeah. I wouldn't advise that. But I got daughters, right? And you got to bring something to the table.
You got to.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not an opponent of a person. It's just, and that's with friends too. Like, homeboy, partner, like, baby, look, hey, how are you making me better?
How?
Because if you ain't doing that, you're replaceable.
Yeah, and you're draining me.
Yes.
Because guess what? I'm watering you. Because I know I'm a person that's watering you, and I just had to recently look at my friends group. Okay. Every time I talk to you, you're draining me. What are you bringing to the table? You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't look at people for what could you do for me, but after a while, that becomes a thing, especially when you're draining me.
That's a fact.
Because now I'm noticing I'm not getting watered at all from here. Okay, if I cut this off, I will be better.
It's a desert.
Yes, it's a desert here. Ice me out.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But look, real spill, right? Do you have anyone in your social group who is in a relationship?
Yes. My best friend has been in a relationship with her boyfriend over 10 years, as I can remember.
Okay. My issue is this. A lot of people, men and female, want situations that they don't have good examples of.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
You want to be married, but nobody around you is married. You want to be in a relationship, but nobody around you is in a relationship or in a healthy relationship.
So when you go out with these people,
Correct.
What are you doing? And I had to tell Tracy that at the beginning. Everybody around you just off.
Yeah. Birds of a feather.
Flock together. And you think I'm supposed to believe that you're the only faithful one?
Yeah.
Figure it out. Hurry up.
So I just want to interject right here. Yes, you need to be around people that has the same common goals that you have, or even higher. Like, that wouldn't help either. You know, sometimes it's good to have people in high places. It's nothing wrong with that. And to speak to what you were saying about friends draining you, my thing is I don't look for anybody to like do nothing to me. I mean, do nothing for me per se. But like she said, please don't take away from me. Please don't drain me. Please don't be extra needy. That's just too much. Let's just be able to get together, key, enjoy each other's presence and keep it moving. All that extra stuff. And I'm not saying you can't talk to me about nothing, but I'm just saying you gotta make it make sense. Not always being a headache and a problem. Let's get back to it.
You got figure it out, cause
You run out of time.
yeah. Hello.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Like, come on.
Cause I had to.
Real. And
you the one out the group.
Yeah.
So they using you.
Yeah. For access. For access.
You better figure it out.
It's a situation that happened where it's like, yo, how do I go about doing this or going about doing this, right? And, you know, Jazz was going through it and it will remain anonymous, but I'm saying like, you're getting advice from people who can't cope with that you're trying to get advice from. You know what I'm saying?
Not even, they don't even know about it. How are they giving you advice?
They know about it by you. They haven't experienced it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, there's a saying that says, good advice saves lives, bad advice kills. Like, if you're the only person in a relationship and you going to Tabitha and you saying, and Tabitha ain't never had a dude, a sustainable situation, and you asking her, girl, so-and-so done did this, girl. Hell yeah, get rid of his. Like that energy, like even in a relationship, like my issue in relationships these days is, tell me what you're willing to fight for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
that's what a relationship is for.
There's a difference between getting walked over and stumped over, but like it's too many, like you gave up too quick.
Oh, that was my problem before, Tracy. That was my problem. That was my problem. I will leave you at 2.5.
What?
Yes.
0 to 100.
That's why I just now had a child. I cannot, you what? You know? And then I had to be realistic, right?
Right.
And just think about, even just dig deep into myself. Like, be honest with yourself. Would you do that? Do you just expect yourself to just do this as soon as you meet somebody? Nah.
That's why the question was asked, like, how long are you willing to give your partner? Because there's a time that really.
And I think my problem was I always been single. So off rip, if we say we together, I give you me. It didn't take me time to get people away because I'd be single.
Right.
I cut people off for real.
Right.
So I think that was my issue. So when I finally sat down and said, okay, and then when I found out I was pregnant, I said, okay, now I got to be realistic here.
Right.
This is my son's father. Do you really think that this person just snap of a finger change? No.
Spiritual people, people of consciousness, myself included.
Are you stupid? No. Now, after a while, if the cycle repeats itself, are you stupid? Yes. They're showing you who they are.
Right.
There's something they don't want to get rid of.
But I don't want to stay on this too long, but people got a very preferential bag that they want to pick up. Like if you could pick up my Louis bag, you got to also pick up my trash bag. Like, meaning, you look at my closet, you're going to find some demons. If you look in the front part of my closet, you're going to see all the bells and whistles, the Hermes and Louis, like all that. But look in the back of it, you know. And I think a lot of women get into this war of, oh, he for everybody, girl.
Like, I got a song called He for Everybody.
But
for everybody.
Don't judge the tree's branches. Get to the root of the tree.
Yeah.
So I have to agree, being married since February 2009, And everything is not about cheating. I know that's everybody's fucking fear and nightmare, but everything doesn't have to be about cheating. You do have to have a level of patience and tolerance and know that everybody has something going on, just like you do. So while you pointing the finger and concentrating on all the foolishness, just know that you have some things that isn't quite pleasant as well. However, of course, if we talking about extremes, you can't be letting nobody hit you upside your head and compromising your health. But certain things you have to have patience, and I think we operate so much out of fear today that any little thing has us running for the hills, and it's crazy. We got to get out of that fear mentality, especially if you want a valuable relationship. There has to be some patience there, and you have to lead with love and not fear. So let's get back to it.
You don't know if that person's fighting personal demons. You don't know if that person has, issues with their mom. You don't know if that person's fighting just acceptance. Like it's a real thing. So if you're willing to take that journey with that person, you feel me? I think
it's all worth it. I think the thing with women is you be kind of nervous, right? But once you in tune with God, you know that he used you. People can't use you. He used you.
Right.
When you're used by God, you're not being used by nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I think the thing with women is I'm about to go through all this with this man and he end up being with somebody else, and I teach him how to treat people, and I teach him this, and I put him on, or I do this, and he end up just leaving me and be with somebody else. God got you.
Yeah.
So just let go and just love these days if you really find love, because that's hard to find.
It is.
It's not that real stuff not out here no more. Everybody dating for something. Ain't nobody just dating to love and share this feeling with each other no more. Like, it's not there. So that's why when I seen a potential in him, I just was like, I'm gonna weigh it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it, I'm gonna give it that. And this is my child's father. He deserved that. Let me just see, and through time, he has progress. Have it been perfect? No. Have it ever hit the internet? No. And I appreciate that. But at the beginning, at the first month or two we was dating, okay, yeah, I expected that. But I was realistic after I talked to my best friend that has been in a relationship for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? She put me up on game like, it's not going to be perfect. But if you in for a ride, a relationship is that, you know? Swear. So I'm like, okay, cool. And now we smooth. And I hate speaking so fast because he might just piss me off when I get home. But you know what? Yeah. That's what a relationship is. It's a roller coaster. And when you're tired of the roller coaster, you just get the off.
Yeah.
But is it worth it?
It is. It's experiences. You got to evolve as a person.
You got to. And that's how you learn things, when you go through this experiences. You know what I'm saying? So
I just wanted to pause it right there. She's absolutely right. Okay, so you have to go through something, and we get slighted about things, not realizing, like you said, there's a plan. And at the end of the day, source has you, and just go along with it. Try not to be so upset about everything, because some things is a learning for you. Some things you are being, you have been a process in somebody else's learning and development. You just have to move the best way that you can. You have to be as smart as you can, but not to let that stuff get and sit in and fester. So it's always something. I mean, we have to go through something to learn and grow. And while we're going through stuff to learn and grow, we're also helping others expand. So it's really about a trust thing. It really is. Okay, let's finish.
So that's why now I'm at a point in life, Cam, where I'm just living, man.
Yeah.
I'm just living, and I just want to do whatever made me feel good at that moment. And as long as I'm productive and I'm taking care of my child, that other free time I have, I just live, and I'm just being me, man. Like, I ain't worried. I ain't got my guards up. I'm just free.
Man, I heard I think it was Floyd who said it. Like, you got to be selfish for you, right? Because if you're not selfish, or you're not gonna fight for what makes you happy, who do you expect to? You know,
because they doing it for themselves.
Because look, man, I be having to check myself sometimes, especially with me having my children and my family. And before I even go into the house, like, I may have a moment where, man, I just may smoke a cigar in the car or just walk, because Sovereign Dior, she don't deserve that. What I'm bringing from the world into my house, she just, daddy, you know what I mean?
And that changed your whole mood.
It does, but that don't fix the problem.
Yeah.
So if I focus on me, so I can give Sovereign, Shakira, Jaden, Caesar, Chosen, Kamitis, Cashmere, like if I give all of them the best version of me, it first starts with me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very important.
And it's protecting your peace.
Of course.
What makes you happy, what don't, and getting rid of it. And don't feel bad to just cut a person off. Sometimes you just gotta let it go and let God. You gotta let people go and let God figure it out. Like if it's worth it, it'll come back. If not, I ain't doing it. Because sometimes we hold on to things. That's that loyalty. That's that good heart. You know, like trying to hold on to things, trying to help people that's not helping you.
Right.
So let it go.
Yeah. 2 things before we get out of here.
Okay.
Right.
No.
Be a digital detective. Enroll in the new Google Cybersecurity Certificate.
None.
She from Detroit, y'all. She be having these outbursts, and it just be like.
Don't blame it on Detroit. Detroit is it. Let me tell you something. We on the rise right now. Let me tell you something. We popping.
Y'all popping for sure. I know some good people from Detroit. But giving back to the community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big on that.
Big.
Right?
Yeah, I love that.
Take me through some of the projects or the things that you've done and that you're doing right now.
Well, okay, so right now, I'm giving away like a whole prom makeover for some girls in Detroit. Providing everything for the prom to give away. Because I remember when I was younger, I wanted to, my mom did everything she could. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it was like certain stuff I wanted that she had 6 of us. You know what I mean? So I just remember that. So I always go back and be like, all right, I'll make sure that these girls get exactly what they want. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they got good grades and they did what they're supposed to do. Because it's hard coming out of high school. Right. You ain't pregnant. They got there. That is something I'm doing right now. For prom season. I've done so much. Okay, so I gave back a lot of like Pampers and milk and went to go talk about breastfeeding and stuff for girls with, that just had kids, postpartum depression. I've done that. I've done a lot as far as giving back. I give back. I was in a Prada store the other day. These are things that I don't talk about or record, but I was just in a Prada store like 3 days ago and seen a little boy in there, and I seen his mom and dad come in there, right? And they had on work clothes. Like dad looked like he was probably working construction, and the mom looked like a medical assistant or something. And it just reminded me of me. And they did not want to buy them shoes for that boy. They did not ask Tracy. I went over there. I'm like, Tracy, I want to just buy them for them. Because I know they don't want to, but they want to because they got it. But I think that's probably all they got to. Yeah. And I just bought them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just in the airport and lady was crying probably like 3 weeks ago. And it's like stuff I don't even tell my assistant. Like I just do it and I just feel good out there. Just how it made me feel afterwards. Absolutely. And she just didn't have the $250 or something so she can get to where she trying to go. And she was just crying. I was like, well, I'll pay for it. And it's like the look on these people's faces to just change their life just like that just means everything. So for sure. Outside of the stuff that's documented, because it's more that's documented too, I do stuff all the time. Yeah. And I
like that.
Don't want to be.
It goes further with that than showing everything.
Yeah, like but one time, like even just recently, a lady came over to give my Instacart and she was pregnant. And I'm like, she working pregnant. And I just gave her $500. Like, just put that in your pocket. You working. Like, I just be having to. And I think it'd be God because I just get this feeling like, let me go grab this. Let me do this. Let me do that. You know what I'm saying? So,
I like that.
Yeah.
Man, before we get out of here, man, tell us about the projects that you got coming up.
Well, thought you never asked.
Let me just stop that right there. We'll get right back to it. I just want to say, like, that's beautiful that she does do what she does for people and that she does not put it all over the internet. And not saying that other people aren't sincere, but it just goes to show you how her intentions are, how sincere she is. And what much is given, much is required. And I do believe that this source putting it on her heart to share with other people. I know I have had people tell me, man, you better keep your money, always trying to give people your money and this, that, and the third. But sometimes when you just feel moved to help someone, you move and do it. You know what I mean? When you feel that press upon your heart, you do it. And you never know. You do what you can when you can, and when you can't, you don't. I just really think that's simple. And those who can do more should feel more freely to do so. And if they don't, then they don't, you know. But I thought that was beautiful to share. Anyway, we can get back.
Well, the project's coming up. I got my album coming out. I have a single coming out June 9th.
Okay.
Whew, if it don't work, don't be mad at me, y'all, but it's coming in June. I'm filming a movie.
Right.
It's gonna be big.
So basically you booked and busy. That's what you're trying to say.
I'm getting this money on.
As you should.
Money on.
You dig what I'm saying? So listen, man, Cash, appreciate you for blessing us with your presence here.
For sure.
Funky Friday. And as we end things here, we're going to start in unison. We're going to start with this camera right here. Then we're going to go to this camera right here. Then we're going to finish with that camera right there. You dig?
All right,
here we go. One finger. One pinky. One thumb. One love. Okay.
Did I do
Oh,
it?
no. Hold on. No.
That
See,
was all them drinks. Why you give me all them drinks?
No, I did. Listen, I was just trying to be a great host. Now we're going to do it one more time because, listen, that Detroit education has just introduced himself. All right, here we go. We're going to try this one more time. All right, let me scoot this over here a little bit out your reach.
Take one more before we
All right, listen, here we go. I wouldn't do that if I were you. You already, you on the barricade. And let's bring this car back on to me. Here we go. One finger. One pinky. Great job. We almost there.
Almost there.
One thumb. No, that. And together we're going to say, one love. One love. We're going to pray for you. One love, you dig? We out, Lord Jesus. Hey, that almond milk, hurry up, please. Cash, appreciate you, dog.
No, I appreciate you. I have fun.
Yeah, man.
And I'm buzzing. 2 drinks. That's all I need. That's sad. I have to be.
Now we about to really talk with you.
Man, that's sad.
So that was dope. I think I personally like when artists show more themselves and really talk about real things and not so superficial. And it's good to know that, you know, Cash Doll is from my hometown. It's good to know that she is just really authentic. She's really caring. You know, she's not. And I'm no knock to other ladies. I mean, they doing their thing too. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it's enough people doing the same shit. It's enough of them with the ratchet stripper ghetto rap. You know what I'm saying? Shit sound like it smell like hot dog water. It's enough of that. And it seems like Cash Doll has a little substance, you know? And so that's dope. I think that's dope. Let me know what y'all think. Listen, so this is the thing, right? So with this whole reaction video, I'm gonna start doing these more. This is my second one. The first one was with Charleston and Princella Clark. Charleston White, Princella Clark. So that's on both of these YouTube channels. That's on Porch Talk and our Racqi Road TV. If you have any videos you would want me to react to, Racqi Road TV, I'm saying more on. It's a certain channel where we have the Black Love group chat on there. So anything about love, and then I have Candid Stories on My Soul, which is a spiritual podcast. It's really good. It's really good. If you give it a shot, you'll love it. Different people talking about their near-death experiences, their abilities, psychics, tarot. They're just all different walks of life. Really, just talking about what they do, how they got there, their experiences. Dope show. So so I have that, and a lot of thought-provoking content. And then Porch Talk is what Porch Talk was. A lot of entertainment news, general topics, just a lot of stuff. There was different podcasts on there that I did that are done but are great You know, we got Porch Talk Podcast. I took it off the porch, took it in the studio. Shade and Shenanigans, Rants and Rolls, Vitamin D. The boys did that. You had Sports Talk on there. Did I say Rants and Rolls? I probably did. And then you had Telling Taisha, and you had Shelly Knickerbocker. Those were skits. I just had a lot of stuff on there. It's a dope channel. So I'm using both of them. I'm streaming to both of them now currently, and I will be using both of them. There will be certain things that's not on Porch Talk that's on Racqi Road TV and vice versa. Racqi Road TV is my second YouTube channel that I developed, I believe, in like 2021. So yeah, that's that. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video if you're watching it, y'all. I intend to come back tomorrow night is my intentions and do another video. Baby, I got some. Now tomorrow's gonna be a real. Like we gonna get real. I'm responding to a video and we gonna get real. That video is only like 8 minutes long, so we won't be in here too long. So look out for that. But yeah, I thank y'all so much. Make sure you subscribe and hey, you, let's keep in touch. Head on over to RacquiRoadTV.com/network and make sure you subscribe to my weekly newsletter. That way we can keep in touch no matter what. You see it right here. You enter your email, first name, last name, and hit subscribe. And if you're interested in being on the Black Love Group Chat panel or on Candid Stories of My Soul, fill out this Contact Us form. And don't forget to subscribe to my Racqi Road TV YouTube channel. Thank you. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow and share this video. Like, share. Drop some comments. Let me know what you think. Give me some feedback. I'm out.